So I found three very important Facebook ad settings that a lot of beginners do not have set up, and even people that have been dropshipping or doing ecom for years don't even know about. And that quite literally helped me generate $40,000 in revenue in just about 2 weeks. So I want to make sure you guys have those all set up as well. So the first setting is super important and it helps improve your pixel performance. You want to go to Events Manager, go to Data Sets, go on your pixel, and go to Settings here and scroll down a little bit until you get to automatic advanced matching. This is super important. Before I turn this on, if I hit this drop down here, you can see that when my pixel gets a conversion, it should be calculating or actually taking notes on these conversion events, like the customer's email, gender, all this stuff. And it takes it on server side, meaning Facebook will make a note of this. And when you go into performance, you can see some of these specific data points, but it doesn't do a good job of reflecting that data back into your pixel and helping it ultimately convert until you turn this on. Once this turns on, Facebook will do a better job of matching the conversions that happen on your website with other potential customers that are likely to buy based off of the people that did convert, their email, their gender, all this other stuff. So in other words, you turn this on and it should be easier for Facebook to optimize and get more sales for you. Definitely one of those things that you should turn on every time you launch a new pixel. It's crazy because a setting that important you would think would be automatically turned on, and for some reason it's not. Every time you launch a new pixel, you're gonna have to turn that on. So make sure you do that. Also, when you scroll down a little bit, make sure everything else here with Conversion API is set up exactly like how I have it here. For some reason, some accounts don't have this set up properly. So make sure you have the same settings like setup data assets quality API. This is going to improve your overall conversion as well. And then conversion API gateway, which once you set up everything through Shopify, most of these settings should turn on. But definitely make sure automatic advanced matching is turned on. Okay, so the next thing you want to have set up actually has to do with custom audiences. So if you scroll down a little bit, every time you launch a new campaign, you get prompted with the opportunity to do something called audience segment reporting. And this is important that you set up these custom audiences because once Facebook starts to identify this and you launch a campaign with these audiences turned on, Facebook will do a better job of reporting back to you what type of customers are seeing your ads. And this is important because if you understand what type of audience members are engaging with your content the most, it's going to make it super easy to know what to scale and what not to scale. And let me clarify that for you guys. To easily set this up, create a new sales campaign. And then if you scroll down here, they're going to give you the option to define these audience segments. So just go here and you can define these audience segments. So as you can see here, you can set up different engaged audiences. So just go ahead, and I like to say 30-day visitors for engaged people. So this is going to be important because if you set this up and launch this in a new campaign, Facebook will be able to tell you, okay, this percentage of your audience was seeing this ad, right? And if a lot of people are seeing the same exact content from you, there's going to be a less likely chance of them actually converting. So there's that. And then there's existing customers. Obviously, once you get conversions on your pixel, you'll be able to have that flag shipped, and then you can launch a new campaign and have that set up ready to go. Something else as well is that this is optional, but you can build custom audiences as well, or build an audience URL parameters. So this is going to be important as well for when you're getting conversions. You can go back into your reporting and data and be able to see what percentage of the people seeing your ad are completely new audience, what percentage of those people are engaged, meaning they've seen the same ad a few different times, and then what percentage of those people are returning customers or people that have purchased from you already and they're still buying from you or still seeing your ad. Obviously, the goal here is to continue to fill the top of funnel and then have some ads re-engage the people that have been seeing your ads and get them to convert as well. But once your ads start to consistently show to existing customers, people that have already bought, that's when you start to run into problems. Same thing with even engaged audiences. After a while, if all your ads are showing to the same engaged audience, but no one's buying, that's how you know you're running into some problems. You're going to want to start optimizing your ads to show to a newer audience. And you can create segmenting with your custom audiences in the campaign. So Facebook spends more of its time finding new customers rather than keeping around the same group of people circulating in your algorithm. Obviously, if you're launching a new campaign with a new product on a new pixel, you don't have to stress too much about this, but that's when you can come into audiences here. And for those of you that have been, staying around $500 to $1,000 in revenue a day and you're looking to scale past that, that's when you can come into custom audiences. And you can do something called ad exclusions. And this is where you would exclude people that have purchased from your website and people that have been engaging for more than 60 days but haven't purchased. So that those are some cool things that you can do there as well. And then last but not least is actually at the ad level. I am so surprised that a lot of people do not do this, but setting up custom URL parameters. So when you paste the link of your website in the ad setting, I always build URL parameters. So for this, what I do is I do campaign source, and I do for placement, campaign medium, I set that up as ad set name. Campaign name, I set as campaign name, and campaign content, I set as ad name. And then I apply that. Now, what will happen is that Facebook, whenever you get a conversion, they're going to attribute that ad, the campaign, and the ad set level, and you will see that in your Shopify dashboard. This is important because if you're launching multiple campaigns with multiple ad sets and multiple ads, and you're not looking to pay for triple whale or high ROAS to manage all the ads for you, you can quite literally make it super easy to see where all your conversions are coming from, especially if you're launching multiple campaigns. And Meta doesn't always report the accurate data when a conversion comes through. So that's where, this will also help you as well when it comes to proper tracking. So now I can go in, and whenever I get a sale, I can quite literally see that this sale came from an advert. It was from Facebook mobile feed. It was from batch 1. It was ad 3. And now I can easily know where my sales are coming from, and I don't have to worry about, getting data wrong from Facebook, and I can properly scale the right ad. I hope you guys gained great value from this video. If you want more tips and tricks on how to scale this Q4 and scale your ecom brand and make actual good money without having to pay $3, $4, $5, or even $6,000 for mentorship, definitely join Social Brands Club. It's an online community that I host, do weekly calls. I message and contact all my members, personally coaching them and helping them scale to $1,000 days profitably and beyond. So I'll leave a link in the description if you guys want to join that. And with that being said, if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Take care.